Hey everybody, I'm back with another video of my 7.3. I decided to do the Uppipes myself last week. 2 weeks ago. I did it smart. I let the bolt soak for about 24 to 48 hours. I took it apart on a Friday, and then everything came apart pretty nice. No bolts broke, nothing stripped out. Everything went really well. And then Saturday, I put it all back together. I used the bellowed Uppipes. I actually bought them from Amazon. The Uppipes. They were $103 shipped to my door, and that was next day's shipping. I've got no complaints on them. They're, stainless steel. The craftsman work is actually pretty nice. I figured for the price, I'd give it a shot. People were saying it was going to be, an 9-hour job in my backyard. I got it done. If I can bind disassembly and reassembly, and not to mention the fact that I broke the actuator rod on my wastegate. That was about an hour to fix that because nobody had one, so I actually ended up by welding it, and I gained about 7 pounds of boost doing that. And the reason why is obviously I had to shorten it. But if I take away that 1 hour for the wastegate, it took me a total of 4.5 hours to take it apart and put everything back together. Which, for a backyard Uppipe job, I'm not complaining. And again, for the price that I paid for the Uppipes, if I got to do it again because these ones fail, you know what, no big deal. For the price, it was worth it. It was worth trying them. Because all the other Uppipes I see out there, $200, $250. So I went on Amazon and I found, stainless steel ones. They came with the Y pipe. Direct fit. Didn't have any fitment problems with them whatsoever. Matter of fact, actually, here, I will we'll go under the truck and see if we can see them here. A little dirty under here. Very few leaks. I got an oil filter leak, but that's because I got to replace the filter. But here I am. There's one of them. Nice, clean, nice fitment. No leaks, no drips, no errors. Oh shit, my safety glasses are falling off. Which, by the way, recommended. Even though I don't like wearing safety glasses working under my truck, I always have them. And there's my other new Uppipe right there. But again, very nice fitment, no complaints. Excuse me a minute, guys, while I work my way out of here. So, I noticed, though, after I did that I actually gained, I didn't realize how bad my original Uppipes were. I knew I was losing boost. I knew I was losing power. Well, after putting these on, I found out I was losing a considerable amount of boost. Again, I used to be able to hit, 26, 27 pounds of boost all day. And I did the Uppipes because I was only hitting 20, and it wouldn't even sustain 20. So I did the Uppipes, and now I got to get a new boost gauge. Why is that going out of focus? Clean the lens. But now I got to get a new boost gauge. And the reason for that is I'm hitting over 30. And my boost gauge only goes up to 30. So that presents a small problem. But again, that's how much boost I was losing through the leaking Uppipes. That's my boost gauge. So, anyway, so I got to get a new boost gauge on that. So this weekend, I decided to tackle the gas tank. Here we go again. Getting foggy. It's a little bit colder here than the last couple videos. So this weekend I decided I was going to tackle the fuel tank. My straps were kind of rotted out. I needed new straps. And I figured, well, it's down. I'll do the harpoon and hutch mod. So I took it down yesterday. Surprisingly, again, I let all the bolts soak. Bolts soak for about 24 hours again. Which, not gonna lie, it helped pretty big on this. But here's my fuel tank. The inside of it is actually pretty clean. I can run my finger around the inside and the bottom of the tank and not collect any algae, which really surprises me. I got 100,000, or a little over 100,000 miles on the truck. And in the in-tank filters, I pulled them out and they look like this. Nice and clean still. That's just one of them. The other one is right here. And again, still nice and clean. But with them being a 100,000 mile maintenance piece, I wasn't going to risk it, especially being a 7.3. I cherish my 7.3 and I want it to last as long as possible. Anyhow, so I dropped the tank, got all that stuff. So here I am doing the harpoon and hutch mod. Ordered the straps, ordered the filler neck, because my filler neck is so rusted out that it just broke. There's the vacuum tube. Nice hole right there. I see right there, I mean right there. So, with me doing everything I'm doing, I don't want to put a rusted-ass filler neck back in my truck and have it cause a problem. Again, I'm down here, I've got it out, I've got it apart, replace it. So, like I said, I'm in the process of doing the harpoon and hutch mod. I haven't started it yet. I just got everything apart last night, and I'm back at it again this morning. I did try and put the compression fittings on it, though, to attach the 4-inch hose or the 4-inch line, and for some reason, it didn't want to hold. It stripped out on the extension line side. Looked at the threads and they're fucking gone. It never even tightened before it stripped out. And no, I did not cross thread it. I made damn sure of that. So, I'll be going here shortly to AutoZone to get my parts. I'll pick up 2 more compression fittings so I can finish putting this back together. So, again, just, touching base, letting everybody know what I'm doing with my truck. Hopefully, as I go through this, as I go to put it back together, I can make it a little bit more informational. Actually, I'll try and do that right now. Now, mine is a crew cab 8-foot bed dually, so my gas tank setup, and it's the 40-gallon tank. And trust me, the fuel bill lets me know that once a week when I fill it up. But again, I got the big boy. Go big or go home. So you're right, I could be a 450 or 550, but I don't need that. So when it comes to taking down the gas tank, you have several bolts. If you have a skid plate, you have skid plate bolts here. Once I find them right there, there's 2 of them there. There's 2 of them right over here. More over there. And 1 is buried behind the driver's side spring shackle. There's the spring shackle. There's the bolt. I'm sorry, that's a gas tank bolt. Right there. That's for the skid plate. Now, once you remove those, then you can start working on the gas tank. Loosen the hose. I recommend loosening the hose from the filler neck. It's a lot easier to get out that way. So, you do that. Then you start working on the gas tank bolts. Again, gas tank bolts are the straps. That's one of the strap holes right underneath the body mount. One of the strap bolts is over here. The big one is the strap bolt. And then this is to remove the strap completely. This is the one that is buried behind the spring shackle. Sorry if my camera showing is a little shaky. But right here, there's the hole. And it's, like I said, right behind the spring shackle. You only need like a 3-inch extension. As long as you've soaked it, you should be able to get it off with an impact within 1 try. Without loosening and tightening to break it loose. So, there we are on that. Again, I'm down and out. The fuel lines, the tank can pretty much sit on the ground completely for you to disconnect those. Because those things come down pretty far. Oops, got a little bit of fuel in there. Here, I'm smoking a cigarette. Maybe I should get the fuck out of here. So, again, things are going pretty well right now. I will continue another video later on this as I'm putting it back together and let everybody know how it works out. Any questions or anything like that, don't be afraid to leave a comment in my comment box, and please subscribe. Again, 7-3 love.